This is the world of Zootopia, where all animals are conscious and dress like humans, and where herbivores and carnivores live peacefully together. It is a beautiful place that has everything: deserts, frozen regions, and even tropical zones. This is the main city of Zootopia, and Judy is a young rabbit who has just moved from the countryside, carrying the dream of becoming a skilled police officer who protects justice. Back in the past, when Judy was still a child performing in a school play, the play told the story of a world where animals no longer had to prey on each other, and where anyone, whether herbivore or carnivore, could pursue great dreams like becoming an astronaut, a politician, or even a police officer. After the play ended, Judy returned home with her parents. When they learned she dreamed of becoming a police officer, they worried and encouraged her to stay in the countryside and work on the farm like other rabbits. But Judy refused and said that if no rabbit had ever become a police officer, then she would be the first. While they were talking, Judy happened to see Gideon the fox bullying her sheep friends, and she immediately rushed in to protect the weaker kids. Although Gideon hurled insults at her, she showed no fear, and when words failed, that's when violence followed. Gideon used his strength as a fox and slashed Judy's face, even though she was injured. Judy seized the moment when Gideon wasn't paying attention and managed to take the tickets back. Time passed quickly and 15 years went by. At the police training academy, Judy physically lagged behind the others, but she turned hardship into motivation. She refused to let go of her dream and became more determined than ever. Despite the harshest and most exhausting tests, her resolve never wavered. The beginning was extremely difficult, yet with her relentless effort, she eventually overcame everything. She even managed to knock out a rhinoceros during training. At the end of the day, her hard work was rewarded and she finally became the police officer she always dreamed of being. Back to the present now, Judy is on her first day at work. While everyone else is assigned serious tasks such as arresting criminals, breaking drug rings, or solving cases, Judy is only assigned traffic duty, writing tickets for illegally parked cars. The police chief Bogo underestimates her simply because she's a rabbit, unaware of the things she will accomplish in the future. During her shift, a fox with a suspicious presence catches Judy's attention. It turns out Nick is trying to buy ice cream for his little son, who enjoys pretending to be an elephant. But the shop owner dislikes Nick and refuses to serve him. Judy witnesses this unfairness and cannot ignore it, so she steps in to defend Nick. She threatens to report the shop to the food safety inspector if they refuse to sell the ice cream. Not only that, she even pays for the ice cream when Nick claims he forgot his wallet. After saying goodbye to the father and son, Judy quickly returns to her job, but she doesn't expect her kindness to be used against her. Nick melts the large ice pop and creates small popsicles to sell to the hamsters. He even sells the discarded popsicle sticks to the little mice to use as building materials. What he doesn't realize is that Judy has been observing his entire scheme. Nick is not the naive fox he pretends to be. He is a seasoned trickster. Faced with his cunning ways, Judy can only watch helplessly as he walks away. On top of that, he tricks her into stepping onto wet concrete that hasn't dried yet. After a long and exhausting day, Judy returns to her shabby little apartment. People often say that poverty always drags bad luck along with it, and for Judy that feels painfully true. She is sinking into that quiet heaviness when her parents suddenly call. At first, she thinks they will be disappointed once they discover she is assigned to hand out parking tickets, but in reality they are hoping for exactly that. Judy's parents believe that rabbits are too small and fragile, and if she ever takes on dangerous work like chasing criminals, she will face more harm than good. Judy understands that parents always want to protect their children, yet she still feels that soft sting in her chest when she realizes they do not believe in her. The next morning, Judy continues her work as a parking ticket officer. While she is drowning in discouragement, it feels as if the heavens crack open and toss her a chance, because a thief suddenly dashes right across her path. She refuses to waste a once-in-a-lifetime moment to prove herself, so she sprints after him with every ounce of strength she has. It does not take long before he lures her into a tiny city built for small animals, even though it is only a rabbit chasing a weasel. The two of them look like Godzilla and King Kong rampaging through that miniature world. The thief is fast and sly, but it is still not enough for him to escape Judy's grasp. When he slips and falls, he kicks a giant donut that nearly crushes a little mouse, but Judy appears just in time to save her. After that, she finally subdues the thief and drags him back to the police station. Even though she makes a legitimate arrest, Bogo does not seem the least bit pleased. Judy acts on her own without waiting for orders. And even worse, when she causes chaos for other animals, she almost loses her job that very moment, but Mrs. Otterton appears just in time. The old otter desperately begs for help because her husband is missing. He is one of the mysterious disappearances haunting Zootopia, even though the chief insists that the investigation needs more time. Judy quickly claims the case for herself. Because time is short, the chief gives her only 48 hours to solve it, or she will have to leave the force. Judy receives the case file and immediately notices that the last photo of Mr. Otterton is connected to Nick. There is no time to waste, so she hurries off to find him. At first, Nick refuses to help because he is far too busy. Time is money, and he has been earning $200 a day since he is 12. But Nick does not realize those very words will become Judy's leverage. Since he is making so much money without paying taxes, there is a high chance he will end up in jail. And every sentence he says can become evidence used against him. In the end, Nick has no choice but to follow Judy if he wants to stay out of prison. They go together to Mystic Springs Oasis, a place where a messy, unbathed yak wanders around with flies buzzing behind him. Because Mr. Otterton is seen there, so the yak leads Judy and Nick to find the elephant, who is the last one to meet him. People often say elephants have great memories, but this one does not even remember what she eats that morning. Luckily, while they are talking, the yak accidentally reveals a clue that helps both Judy and Nick. They end up discovering the license plate number of the last vehicle that carries Mr. Otterton. After that, Judy and Nick rush to the vehicle management center. Judy is racing against time, but fate seems to enjoy teasing her because every employee there is a sloth. Even so, Nick says he knows one sloth called the Flash. Most sloths can only speak one word per second, but the Flash is different because he can speak two. Nick even decides to make things worse by telling the Flash a joke just to drag the clock forward and irritate Judy. By the time Judy and Nick finally learn where the last vehicle goes, night has already fallen. They head into the cold district and find the car, only to realize the place is private property where no one can enter without permission. Nick wants to back out, but he does not expect Judy to trick him again. She uses his act of trespassing as an excuse to force him to continue the investigation with her. After a long period of searching and piecing clues together, the two finally realize they are heading in the right direction and manage to find the car, and they even notice clear signs of a struggle. Nick takes one look at it and recognizes that this is Mr. Big's car, the one owned by an Arctic shrew crime boss who rules this area. But everything is already too late because Judy and Nick are captured by two polar bears who drag them straight to Mr. Big. The moment Nick sees him, he straightens up and greets Mr. Big with all the respect he can gather. "Why are you two trespassing on my private property? I thought we had nothing left to discuss ever since you tricked me with that carpet, Nick. I'm truly sorry, sir. Honestly, if I had known this car was yours, I wouldn't have dared to come anywhere near it." It turns out Nick once sold Mr. Big a carpet made from the fur of a skunk, which angered Mr. Big's mother to death literally. While Nick trembles with fear, Judy shows no sign of panic at all. She asks to take Mr. Big's statement about Mrs. Otterton's husband, but he says both of them have crossed the line. So he orders his men to drop them into the ice pit. However, luck interferes before that happens. Mr. Big's daughter Frou Frou turns out to be the same shrew Judy saved yesterday while capturing the thief. Because of that, Judy and Nick are not only spared, they are even invited to Frou Frou's wedding. Mr. Big then shares that Mrs. Otterton's husband once worked as his flower supplier. One day he suddenly wanted to speak to me in private, so I sent a car to bring him in. But while the car was running, he went wild and attacked my driver. The driver is a black panther named Manchas. Hearing that, Judy and Nick rush to the Rainforest District to find Manchas. Manchas tells them that while he was driving, Mr. Otterton suddenly lost control and attacked him. He even mentioned the Night Howlers. Judy and Nick still haven't heard the full story when Manchas suddenly goes berserk just like Mr. Otterton. He chases them relentlessly and almost puts both Judy and Nick in mortal danger. While escaping, Judy still manages to call the police for backup, thanks to their quick reflexes and sheer luck. Judy and Nick manage to restrain Manchas. Honestly, without that luck, both of them would probably be gone from this world. Judy then brings Chief Bogo to the scene, but Manchas has disappeared without leaving a single trace. With no evidence, and because Bogo already doesn't like Judy, he pressures her and tries to force her to resign. Watching someone bully his partner is something Nick can't tolerate, so he steps in and says that they still have 10 hours before the deadline, which means Judy still has a chance. After saying that, the two of them leave, ignoring Bogo's anger. Later, Judy asks why Nick helps her at all. "Don't let them push you around. I've lived through this, so I understand it too well." It turns out that when Nick was young, he dreamed of joining the Junior Ranger Scouts, but because he was a fox, the other kids bullied him and even forced a muzzle onto him. That moment left a deep wound inside his heart. Nick is naturally kind, but life pushed him toward darker paths. Even though Judy and Nick belong to two different species, their struggles mirror each other, and it becomes easy for them to connect. While the two are talking, Nick suddenly remembers the citywide surveillance system. He believes the footage must have recorded matches, so they seek out Assistant Mayor Bellwether for help through the camera footage. They see wolves capturing matches. The wolves howl each time they finish a task. So Judy assumes that night howlers refers to wolves. Judy and Nick then follow the tracks of the wolf vehicle and arrive at Cliffside Asylum beside a roaring waterfall. Judy lets out a fake howl so the wolves drop their guard and howl back, giving the two the chance to sneak inside. There they discover all the missing animals, including Matches and Mrs. Otterton's husband. One shock follows another when they see Mayor Lionheart enter the facility. It seems he is trying to confine all the animals who have gone savage. While Judy records everything as evidence, her parents suddenly call, triggering the security system which traps both Nick and Judy. In a desperate moment, Judy pulls Nick into a toilet pipe, and together they escape by a hair's breadth. Right after that, Judy contacts the police and has Mayor Lionheart arrested. Ignoring his explanation that he only wanted to investigate the cause behind all of this, the next day the police station quickly holds a press conference. Bogo speaks while Judy quietly prepares a job application for Nick. She says that it would be great if I had another partner. As soon as she finishes, she has to leave to answer the reporter's questions. During the interview, Judy accidentally says that carnivores or crazy suspects often return to their primitive instincts, which explains why incidents like this happen. She does not realize that her words touch Nick's past pain. Memories of the past appear in Nick's mind and make him sad. He notices that Judy is just like everyone else, still treats carnivores with caution. The tension reaches its peak when Nick pretends to scare her, and Judy instinctively reaches for her pepper spray. So you've always been wary of me like that, huh? After Judy finishes speaking, Zootopia quickly falls into a crisis. Protests erupt continuously between carnivores and herbivores, and both sides become wary of each other. Although Judy gets promoted, she does not feel happy at all. She came to Zootopia to make it a better place, but in the end she feels she has caused harm. Bellwether, who now is the new mayor, offers her the position of Zootopia's public face, but Judy refuses. She feels unworthy, so she resigns and returns to her hometown to become a farmer. While selling carrots, she meets Gideon, the fox who bullied her in the past. He apologizes for his past behavior and offers her a fresh batch of cakes as a gift. While they chat, Judy learns that the purple flowers used to protect crops from insects are highly dangerous. Her uncle once ate one and went insane. She realizes that night howlers never refer to wolves. They refer to a flower that has severe psychotropic effects on mammals and drives them crazy. Without hesitation, Judy runs to the city and seeks Nick's help before asking him for help. She apologizes for hurting him earlier. After a while of pleading, she convinces him to join her. Finally, the duo reunites. They go to the weasel thief from the beginning of the story because Judy believes he knows something. At first, he refuses to talk, but when he sees Mr. Big, he panics and begs for a chance. The weasel admits that he often trades with a sheep named Doug at a hidden lab in the subway tunnels. There, Judy and Nick discover that Doug is the mastermind. Doug extracts juice from the night howlers and disguises it as whipped blueberries. He shoots the victims with it to make them go crazy. Another mystery figure directs him, so Judy has to act quickly. She kicks Doug aside to take control of the train. However, his henchmen quickly come back. Nick notices one sheep henchman about to gore and opens the door so it gored another. Danger remains because the two train cars are about to collide. Judy tells Nick to accelerate the train and successfully steers her car. The momentum throws them to one side. The accident almost kills them. At first, Judy fears the mission has failed. Nick reveals that he has secured the suitcase containing the gun and night howlers. They rush to find Mayor Bellwether. Suddenly, she appears in front of them. Judy becomes suspicious about how she knew they were there. They realize something is wrong and run. Judy does not notice what is ahead and falls. Nick carries her on his shoulder. Both tumble into a hole. Bellwether believes she has won and fires a night howler at Nick to use him to eliminate Judy. At that moment, she reveals her true plan. She is an ambitious dictator who wants to eliminate carnivores, and Judy is only a pawn. Bellwether does not realize that Judy and Nick have set a trap. The bullet hitting Nick is only a blueberry, so he is not affected by the night howlers and go crazy. They have enough evidence and Bellwether is quickly arrested. Everything resolves and an antidote for the night howlers is distributed. Zootopia returns to its peaceful state, with herbivores and carnivores living in harmony. Most importantly, Judy's dream comes true. She becomes a full-fledged police officer, accompanied by newly recruited Officer Nick. They no longer need to drive a rickety car or issue parking tickets.